Welcome to KCM in the morning. Kevin,
Hey,
that's hot.
hey, how you doing?
Kevin, seriously, that's hot.
How you doing?
Just
I
let
didn't do
it-
the theme song.
Just let him sit there.
I didn't do the
Doesn't
no.
matter.
In the morning.
It's
Kevin,
not
Cory,
your fucking
Max.
song.
Technology.
Okay, we got-
Socioeconomic.
Okay,
Technology.
I'm gonna lay down the setting right now.
Some hot beats.
There's no fucking
Not
hot
hot
beats.
There is hot beats.
We're sitting outside.
Don't listen. I'm in the garden.
You're in a bush.
I'm in the garden.
We're sitting outside in my backyard.
Who's
Around the fire pit.
Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
Your lake.
Kevin stole the cookie from the Kevin jar.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Couldn't be.
Then who?
Cory stole the cookies from the cookie jar.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Yes, you.
There's
I think you're covering the microphone.
Then who
No,
stole the
the
cookies from the
microphone's
cookie
up
jar?
Oh, okay. So, we're going to tell you about an experience we had
No,
today.
no, I just want to finish giving the setting.
Okay.
It's about, midnight or so?
That's
Maybe
it.
just 11.
About
I don't know. We got
It's
a party.
technically the morning.
We got a party going on.
You just said
next
it wasn't
door.
past midnight.
No. It is past midnight.
Oh wait, no, wait for it. We're officially past midnight, guys. KCM
Okay.
in the morning has begun.
Actually, in 8 minutes.
Socioeconomic.
Okay.
Ow.
We're in the morning. Did you?
Most of this will be in the morning anyway.
Socioeconomic.
So,
There's a party next door.
Kevin Cory, Max, technology.
so we're sitting out at the lakefront. Got a bonfire going. There's a party next to us.
It's a
who
beautiful
also has
night.
A bonfire.
It's pretty hot bonfire.
They keep on playing Shine Down and All American Rejects.
Mainly just shine down at this point.
They're gonna be out all night.
People are talking about butt sex. So, me and Cory want
Male
to
and female butt sex.
Shut up.
Me and Cory would like to tell you about an experience we had today. It was, as some would say, the time of a life. Let's go.
Is that what you call butt
Let's
sex?
go to Diane Rithers.
Diane Reams.
Diane Reams.
Okay, I'm gonna walk you through what happened today.
Walk me through.
So,
I wake up in the morning.
wake
My
up.
alarm at 8:20.
8:20.
8:20.
Really, riser.
I wake up 8:30.
I'm listening to Cory right now.
I text Max. I'm like, Max, are you ready, sweaty?
And I text back, when are you coming to pick me up?
And then after a minute or two, I text back, I'm coming, whatever. Okay, I go over to his house. I pick up Max in my brother's car. We drive over to the Richardson Center, next to Central. And we sit in the parking lot, waiting for a fish tank to show up so we can run. And during that time,
Fish Tank is Jacob Fisher's father.
I have met the man. Yes.
we
Michael Fisher.
we threw some CDs out the window.
No. We didn't
Kind
throw
of.
them out.
We put them
Max-
on the top, then
Max
we
put
drove
them on
around
the
the
top
parking
of the
lot.
Jeep, and then Cory forgot they were on top of the Jeep, and he decided he wanted to go for a drive while Mr. Fisher wasn't there yet. So he starts driving, and all the CDs fell off of the top of the Jeep.
Okay.
Wait, you're in the Jeep?
As we're
Yeah,
picking
we're in the
them
Jeep.
up,
Okay.
as we're picking them, go away, Dana. As we're picking up,
Hey, Dana.
as we're
Dana.
Shut up, Kevin.
as we're picking them off the ground, guess who shows up?
Mr. Fisher shows up.
And
Little fish bowl.
Wait, Little Fishbowl was there, and I still wasn't invited.
Yeah.
yeah, Fish Tank and Fish Bowl showed up.
What the heck? What?
Fish bowl is the guy's son.
Yeah, I know. What?
So, okay, he takes us running. This part of the story isn't major. He takes us running through some trails. You know, we do a good, 9 miles through trails. It was pretty hard work. Fish Tank is quite a fast guy, honestly.
Whew, he brings, the tank is not really like an aquarium. I think the tank is more like an artillery vehicle because he is just
So why is he Fish Tank?
He just demolishes. He just
Okay.
demolishes.
Um,
And Fish Bowl is more like a cereal, just full of milk
no.
and soggy Fruit
Milky
Loops.
goodness.
It's healthy too.
When you make Apple Jacks and then the milk after Apple Jacks, that's what Jacob is.
I'm not an Apple Jacks guy myself.
God, The
I've been
milk
at
is
Apple
great.
Jackson forever.
Hey,
kid.
I'd like to.
I've been on a Captain Crunch kick for a while.
I haven't eaten
I'd like to
cereal
make
in
out
forever.
I eat cereal all the time.
I'd like to make a shout out to our #1 fan, Andrew Tomei.
Fiend.
If you're, Andrew Tomei.
And our biggest non-fan, Brian Yang, who will probably dislike this video 22 times.
Anyway,
He did that to the first one.
Anyway, we have a special prize this weekend. Okay? Anybody that texts "I like chicken."
Butthole.
No, not discard what Kevin said. Anybody that texts "I like,"
That's you, Jeff Dunnigan. That's you.
the first person to text "I like chicken." That's chicken with an SCH. I like chicken to the phone number 248-974-5307
Chicken's a verb.
will receive a free KCM t-shirt. That's I like chicken to
Okay, anyway,
248
we don't care, Max.
974.
Max,
Max,
stop.
shut up.
Max, shut
Shut
up.
up.
Okay, let's get back to the story. So,
Next
we ran
one,
trails, we're done with trails.
Okay, we finish our trails. Mr. Fish Tank takes us back to the Richardson, and I hop in the car, and Max hops in with me. We then go.
Oh, wait, so you're both in the car.
We're both in the Jeep,
It
yeah.
was consensual.
Without fish tank.
Fish Tank and Fish Bowl left.
Okay.
And we drive over to Leo's Coney
I don't
Island.
think you made that clear. We drove back to the Rich, then we got in our separate vehicles and went separate ways.
I mean,
But while we were on the journey,
Is that really what happened?
Fish Tank said that he was going to his daughter's soccer game at Dodge Park.
You were about to say girlfriend.
No.
I'm pretty sure they're married.
So anyway, we have a nice breakfast at
Leo's Coney Island,
located at.
South Commerce and Commerce.
Why are we
About
advertising? This is a
20,
free radio
about
show.
10 or 15 minutes in, well, 2 major events happened at Leo's Coney Island.
They
Man,
brought us
keep
the
on-
This isn't an itinerary. Just fucking say it.
Okay.
I'm just
we
gonna
ordered
say it.
we ordered a burger and a hot dog,
Is that important to the story?
and we got a burger and a hot dog. But then out of nowhere, the waitress comes over with the little cheese plate, and she's like, "Okay, guys," and she pours the oil, brandy,
Opa.
whatever. She goes, "Opa," and then she sets it down, and we're like, "That's not our food." This is this is what happened in real life, people.
This is seriously what happened.
No.
And she talks to us for 10 minutes about how she burns her hand now with the new brandy. Cause
Yeah,
So wait,
it's
wait, did
flammable.
you say that it's not yours after she talked for 10 minutes?
No.
No, she lit it on fire. She's like, we told her that it wasn't her. She left and gave it to the right people.
Without even putting
Without
more oil on
doing it
and
again or anything.
She just gave it to him.
You
and
just
told
gave
him-
up?
Yeah, and then she came back and she gave us our checks and she's like, yeah, so we got this new kind of brandy, and now it's highly volatile and it burns my hand every time. And she showed us her burns.
Oh, jeez.
And
But-
then
somewhere during this fine, I would say it was a good lunch, Cory gets a call on his cell phone.
it's my mom. Well, actually, it's my sister on my mom's phone at first, and she's like, "Where are you guys?"
That's Dana Pontius.
They are.
Dana Pontius.
She's like, "Where are you guys? Where are you guys?" And I'm like, "I don't know, because I didn't even know where we were exactly."
They are in a state of distress.
Yeah, they're kind of angry at me for no apparent reason. And she yells at me. She's like, "Where are you? Where are you?" I'm like, "I seriously don't know right now. I'm at Leo's Coney Island, kind of close to Central."
So
And then my mom gets on the phone. She's like, "Where are you guys?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I see."
That's Mom Pontius?
And then she's like, "Ask a waitress or something." So I ask Max, because he's pretty much a waitress. And we figure out where we were. We tell him, and they just hang up the phone. And then about 10 minutes later,
as you're paying your bill,
yeah, as I'm paying my bill, my mom and my sister come in the truck, the Ford Explorer, and park next to my Jeep, hop out, leave the keys in that car, and take the Jeep with the spare key and drive away.
Don't even say anything. Don't even look at us.
They don't even tell you about what just happened?
Nope, they just drive away.
They
just drive away.
Make it happen. Really
Yeah.
quick.
Do they do this often? Like,
This
you
is
know
the
what to
first
do?
time. I had no idea what was going on.
So were you in panic? When
Not really. I thought they left the keys.
Kevin, no more questions, okay?
Kevin can
Fuck
ask
you.
questions.
So were you
Hey,
in panic?
whoa, this is the
No.
family show.
This is not a family show.
This is going to be on ABC in 3 years.
Why would we be on ABC of any network?
Because it's the family network.
ABC's gay.
ABC
Okay.
Family. So we pay our bills. We have a great time. I loan Max $1. We go to Slev, right next door to Leo's. I get a Fago or something.
And I get
What
a
flavor?
I don't know.
and I get a grape Fago.
Was that important?
No.
And I get a grape Fago.
Okay, so we just hop back into the car and we start driving back up South Commerce towards Central, and we realize, Fishbowl is probably at Dodge Park. Fish Tank's probably at Dodge Park right now. So we whip on into Dodge Park, park next to Fish Tank's car, and now we're in the Ford Explorer. Luckily they left the keys.
And we're just thinking, where is this bastard?
We're looking for this guy for maybe 5 minutes, but we don't want to just run on in there because then he'll see us.
We want to be sneaky about it.
Yeah, so we're kind of like scoping out the place. We finally see him. I see him. He's in his nice clothes now because he has a wedding to go to.
Classy. Tie,
shirt, nice khakis, and then 5-finger Vibrams, and then just black.
He changed his Vibrams though. He obviously has 2
Luckily.
pairs of Vibrams. Anyway,
Jacket or no jacket?
we
No
sneak
jacket.
up behind the guy, and I didn't want to scare him, so I just whisper in his ear, "Don't you just love soccer?" And the guy turns around, and if you know anything about Michael Fisher, who I call Mike Fisher, we're close.
No,
I didn't think he did.
he does not.
I don't
call
think
him
Max
that.
is on a first name basis with a lot of people.
He just is always excited. He's always ready to get pumped up, and he's like, "Oh, look who it is, guys, you came out. How you doing, guys?"
Like Kevin Washliger or no?
No, you're
not
just,
at all.
You're
like
just
you.
weird. Like
Yeah, you're just really weird.
he gets pumped. You get weird.
So
That's
anyway,
true.
we spent.
That's true.
Let's fast forward this a little bit. We spent like a good 40 minutes standing there talking to him, watching his daughters play
His
soccer.
daughter got a goal. His daughter, she got a goal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she got a goal.
Goal or assist?
She was probably the shortest person out of both the teams.
Yeah, she was pretty short.
But
For
she
being, like,
played
a
hard.
third
She
grader.
played hard.
Anyway,
Offense,
yeah, we didn't stay for a whole game, but they were up 5-1, so I'm gonna assume that they won. There wasn't a lot of time left.
we called it quits.
Yeah, so then we hop back in the car. It's kind of winding down now. I take Max back to his house. Then I go home. And, we shower up, whatever. We take care of a couple things.
Both showered. I shampooed and conditioned twice.
I don't use conditioner. Oh, no, my shampoo is like a combination, apparently. It's like a shampoo plus conditioner deal.
Ooh,
2 in 1?
That's
Yeah.
great.
Nice.
That's great.
Head and shoulders. Anywho.
I watch a documentary on Vietnam and do some filing for my dad's business.
I don't know what I did.
Didn't you do homework or something? I mean, the audience
No,
is listening.
I
What
was
did you
I was
do?
trying to. I never got around to homework.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I just watched TV or something.
So,
A couple hours later, maybe 3 or 4 hours. I don't know. I'm about to cut the grass. I'm putting my shoes on, and Max calls me. He's like, "I'm so gay right now. There's dicks in my butt." And I'm like, "I don't care, Max." And he's like, "I'm gonna come over." I'm like, "I'm about to cut the grass, Max." Anyway, we have a long conversation.
Sounds believable.
We have a long conversation.
About buttholes?
Once again, hello to Andrew Tomei and not Brian.
Yeah,
I can't-
Brian,
I can't-
Brian, if
I
you're
can't-
listening,
I
please
can't
turn
even
it off
pronounce
at
that.
this
What
point.
is it? Yang?
Wang. It's Brian Wang.
Brian.
Like a small
Yang.
Asian
Brain?
penis. Brian
Yang
Wang.
Brain? Yeah, Brian. Okay, let's move. Hi, Andrew.
Brian Korean something?
Okay. Anyway, moving on. section B.
Bet she's a North Korean.
I come over to Cory's house. He
Evil ones.
is
I already finished cutting the grass.
The guy with the fishing.
Oh yeah, okay. So before I even cut the grass, I'm moving sticks and chairs out of my yard because I need to cut the grass, you know.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
And I look over at the very end of
Preparation.
the seawall. There's some kid. He's standing on 1 foot on my seawall, 1 foot on my neighbor's, and kind of like in front of the fence.
Yeah.
And he's just fishing with a fish pole. And he looks like, I don't know, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, something like that.
Okay.
And I don't know what he's doing. He's just standing there fishing, I guess. He sees me and he just keeps on fishing.
Alright.
Then, you know, I'm taking care of stuff. I'm moving the hose and stuff. So a couple of minutes later, I come back and he's just totally gone. Totally gone. I think I moved something else, or maybe I get the lawnmower out. I come back and he's there again. And then he yells at me. He's like, "I'm going to fish on the dock, okay?" And I was like, I guess. I mean, he fishes on my dock for maybe 5 minutes.
He's thinking to himself, "Who are these people?"
Cory or
That's
the
not
guy
true.
fishing?
That's not true.
Both.
Anyway,
Well, Cory's only thinking of one person.
then he leaves my yard, goes to the next yard. He casts his line. I didn't actually see it happen, but I know that's how it happened. He got his line stuck up on their, like, the top of their boat lift. And then I'm going back and forth across my yard cutting the grass, and I look over, and he's, like, climbing on the thing, like, 8 feet above the water.
He didn't cut the line. He's
No, he's going all in. Like,
it's getting really loud over there.
and I thought he was gonna fall in because there's some small poles. He finally he comes back to my yard, gets his worm bucket thing, and then goes back into their yard, hops into the lake, and starts wading through the lake while fishing. The guy's weird. I never see him again after that.
Okay. Anyway, anywho, Max comes over. We talk.
And that's how the story goes down.
Cory gets some fire ready for the fire that will
Some
happen
wood
later tonight.
ready.
That's some foreshadowing. We watch some YouTube videos. Nevertheless, we get into the van and we go to Taco Bell, where we had a good meal. We come back and we get into Cory's vehicle. Oh no!
You mixing this up.
The chair.
God damn it.
What chair?
The chair.
Oh yeah.
Once we get back in the van, there's this chair just sitting in the back.
No, you totally. We go to Murray's.
Well, you know, I didn't think Murray's was
We
important.
go to Murray's. We see Dean Johnson's
Why
car
did
there.
you go to Murray's?
Because
Because
Dean
Dean
Johnson's
Johnson's
car
car
was
was
there.
But we
Okay.
didn't find him.
And we
He
know
must
he
have
worked there. Yeah, he must work in the back or something. Because we kind of walked through the store real fast. Didn't
So
see
I-
him.
so
Bought a purple gumball.
to-
And then just got out of there pretty fast. Then we go back to my house.
And when we pull in, there is the Ford Explorer, which we talked about earlier, and the back hatch is open, and there is just a chair in the back of there.
What kind of chair?
It's upstairs,
It's a
yeah.
large, luxurious chair.
Like an IKEA chair? Like a legitimate furniture?
Yeah,
chair,
it's a big furniture.
So we're like, okay, let's take this inside, because we're two straggling young men.
Only Max thought that.
And so we did that, and we took it upstairs, and then we moved the other chair downstairs and took it out to the
Trash.
trash.
Okay, that
After
was a
that-
totally pointless tangent.
After that, we moved a rug with Val and Dana.
Also pointless. Okay, let's see. After all that, we're getting pretty bored here. Okay, so we hop into my car, and we go first to Clara Miller Park, right next to Max's house.
Why did you go to Claremont?
I don't
Kevin,
know.
that's not important. There's no one
I
there.
can ask
there's
questions,
no
Max.
reason.
There's no one there that we know, so we're like,
we just circled the parking lot, hitting the speed bumps.
let's jump this popsicle stand.
Just blow this.
Blow this popsicle stand.
And
Anyway,
then-
No, let's
So-
jump the popsicle stand.
So then
Anyway.
we go to the Richardson Center,
Yeah.
That's right across from Walled Lake Central.
For about 20 minutes, we just sit in my car.
Listening to NPR.
Max is trying to make this, like, understandable for people that's, like, ESL.
I think we have a pretty mature audience.
ESL.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's English is a second language.
Okay. Well, you know, Brian Yang's pretty dumb, so...
True.
But we don't care about Brian Yang.
Yeah, that's true. He
so
dislikes our
we go to
videos.
the Rich.
But Reed listens to it, and Reed's pretty stupid.
We listen to NPR.
He is!
And then I say, you know what, Cory? Let's take a nice nature walk.
No, he's like, let's jump this popsicle stand.
And we take a nature walk.
We start out this nature walk by, actually we start out by taking a piss, 2 pisses. But then we'll...
So each or one individual?
One
Is
each.
it pisses is or is it piss-I?
Pisses. It's not pisses is.
I think it's just piss. I don't think it would,
2
like
pisses.
moose, it just wouldn't change.
It wouldn't be 2 piss.
Okay, Ken.
Yeah, 2 piss.
That's just a verb, to piss.
No.
Anyway, so we take
be in
a
the
couple
noun form.
pisses, and we're looking at these plants on the ground, and Max gets out a
It's in
chart
the dative case.
that says that's like poison oak, poison sumac, poison ivy, and we're like trying to decipher this stuff.
This picture can be seen on Facebook. There's a
Yeah, it's
picture of it.
on my Facebook. I
Yeah,
think.
and I'm tagged in it, so you know, there's always that.
And then, so let's see, we just start walking around the Richardson Center. I lose my key fob off of my keychain.
Wow.
How did you lose it? Like,
Well, Max was chasing me with a really big stick that actually hurt and moved and bruised my arm.
So
And then, I don't know, it must have popped off at some
then I
point.
found this stick that was like a javelin.
is the key ring still secure?
Oh, see,
or-
I think everything's still there besides the fob itself.
Well,
and those things are
okay.
like 90.
And then I
Sucks.
find this stick that looks like a javelin. I throw it at
It doesn't
Cory.
look like a javelin.
Doesn't
at all.
look like a javelin?
I throw it at Cory. It breaks. Cory picks one piece up. I pick the other, and then I gonna poke him. So he starts running, and I don't know how he does it. The kid's got good aim. He turns while he's running, throws this at me, hits me in the shoulder perfectly,
Like Leonidas?
It was pretty great.
Sweet.
and so we finished up our nature walk.
Kevin, it's fine.
No, it's not.
What's
Because you're going to be
wrong?
super loud, and I'm going to be really quiet.
We finished up our...
What, that's not going to change for you like this.
Okay.
I like to think it is.
Okay. We finished up our nature walk, and we
Dana.
went back to the vehicle.
Trying to get on the air.
Yeah, we go back to the vehicle. What do we do after this?
And this... Oh, you know, Carter, Tom's Root Beer Stand...
Oh yeah, we pretty much just drive around the town. We call quite a few people. Go to some houses, even though the people
we went
aren't
to
there.
Riley's house. That's
Yeah,
where
we went to Riley's house. He wasn't there.
Yeah, Riley Pernick's house.
Jason Pernick, circuit court judge, you can count on him.
Yeah, vote for him. Elections are coming up.
And
Circuit
we go
court judge,
to
no other
Tom's
choice.
Root Beer Stand, but we just drive by it.
Yeah, and then from that point... What
We
did we do?
called Stephen Hof, I think, at that
Oh,
point.
no, we had called Stephen Hof earlier.
Yeah, we called
and
Stephen
he
Hof.
said
earlier.
he's at his job at Lifetime.
No, he
between-
said he's about to go to his job
From-
at Lifetime from
between
6
6
to
to 10.
10.
So we're like, it's, what, 7, 8 o'clock?
It was 5. When we called him, it was 5.
Yeah, but later that day.
Yeah, later it was like 7.
So we're like, let's go see this guy at work. Long story short,
Let's go Lifetime, see him full towels. That's
we
what we were
drive to Lifetime, and guess who's not at his job?
thinking. Stephen Hof Jr. I mean,
Stephen
Stephen
Hof.
Hof.
Apparently his boss called him and said, there's not enough towels to fold today. So, unless you want to be butt raped, don't come in.
So, and throughout the day, we
Do you
were
usually
trying.
get butt raped if you don't have enough towels to fold?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Because he's in the showers.
So we're like, okay.
Throughout the day, we've been calling Kevin, and he's eating dinner with his grandparents or some crap.
I was out. I couldn't leave.
He rarely picks
Okay.
up the phone. Outback's a great
He kept
place.
on ignoring my calls.
Yeah, because I was trying to have a stupid discussion with my grandparents.
A stupid discussion?
Yeah, I don't want
Think
to
your
talk to them. They
grandparents are
hate me
stupid?
the way my parents hate me.
Okay.
Everyone in my family hates me.
I think
Okay.
everyone just.
Okay.
hates you.
Okay.
do.
Okay.
They do.
So we call
Okay,
Steven,
it's not
funny.
sob hour. We call Steven.
and we're like, hey, Steven, where are
Never
you?
sob hour, is it?
He says,
Never.
Zane, I still don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Coldplay. It's like a snowball fight. It's
Coplay.
Coplay.
Coplay. It's just co-play.
Coplay?
We know that.
Okay. And we're like, okay, text us the address. And then we hear Zane in the background. He's like, don't do it, Steven!
He's at Zane's house if we didn't say it.
Is that how he sounded?
he's at Zane's house. So Steven will give us the address. We keep on calling him. And guess who keeps on answering Steven's phone?
Zane.
Oh my god. And he's like, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh my
He's like,
god.
He's like, I'm
My God.
sorry, you've reached customer service. And then Corey's just talking with him on the phone. Just BSing with him.
I'm trying to get to senior executive Stephen Hope.
Yeah.
On
Why
Stephen's
is he
phone.
executive?
He keeps on passing
I
us
don't
to Copley passes us to the manager, and then to the manager's manager, which is, oddly enough, Zane and Zane.
Okay,
Is
so
that
at this point we drove to Kevin's house because we don't know where to go, and we're just sitting in his driveway waiting for him to get home.
You just sat in the driveway.
And we were there
guess-
for a good half hour calling Steven.
guess
Are you fucking kidding me?
And here's where the story gets interesting. I say, you know what? Let's call Jeffrey Dunnigan. And
This is Stephen Hope Jr. If you don't know.
Stephen
who
Hope
he is.
Jr. He likes men.
He likes butthole, male and female.
has wide butthole. And I
As-
say,
as what- but-
He likes
but-
wide buttholes.
So
He
I'm
told
talk-
us.
So I'm talking to Jeff, and I say, the reason I called him, I said, do you know where Zane lives? You know, because we want to crash his party, and we want to abduct Steven. And he's like,
Abduct.
and he's like, I kind of know. And I'm dealing with him on the phone, and dealing with him. And then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I know exactly where he lives. Turns out, at the end of the story, the kid has no clue. So he tells us the general
Show
direction, which is like
Near Central.
near Central.
Get on Richardson.
Get on Richardson, and here's where the story gets interesting-er.
I think he.
So we're driving down Richardson Road, going towards the McDonald's and the golf course, I believe. Because we don't know exactly where his house is, but it's over there somewhere.
Okay.
And I'm driving. Max is in the passenger seat. Kevin's not with us yet. And we see a guy run across the road. And I'm like, that guy looks like Michael Hofe. We get closer. Holy cow, that's Michael Hofe.
That's a twist.
Roll down the window.
We roll down the windows. We're like, Michael! We're just shouting at Michael! And I pull over real fast, turn on the flashers, of course, safety first.
Safety
Michael
first.
somehow actually hears us, turns around and runs towards the car.
Which is surprising.
That was a deaf joke.
Which is surprising.
Good job, Kevin.
The kid has.
It's funny because he'll never hear this.
Oh, God. So the kid.
That was mean.
This kid turns around on his run, runs up to us, and we're like, "What's up, Michael?" And he's like,
I'm running home.
home."
I'm running.
And we're like, "Do you know where Zane lives?" And he's like, I come from Zane." And we're like, "Take us to Zane." Michael, get in the vehicle. So Michael hops in, and we are off.
We're flying towards Zane's house.
Are you guys
At least-
breaking the law?
At
and
least
exceeding
25
the
to
speed limit at
35
this
miles per hour.
point? And what was the speed limit at this time?
30. I don't
12.
know. 11.
5.
Maybe 8.
It was a 5-mile speed limit.
Anyway, so
Shut up.
within 2 or 3 minutes, we get to Zane's house.
Long story short, the kid lives in
Kevin,
the
cut that out.
boondocks, okay? He lives
No, it's just a neighborhood with one dirt road that Max thinks is the boondocks.
He lives in Boons. He lives in Boonfuck, okay?
Boone What the hell is that?
So we're like, Michael, we gotta go in incognito.
No, that's not how you use that word. We gotta go in stealthy and secretly and silently.
So we go through the
Not-
gate.
You're doing
Like-
ninja?
We
not
go
like a
through the
mask
gate.
or
The gate, and we didn't know this then, but you're not supposed to use this gate because
the
gate
gate's
doesn't really work.
broken, and I think we made it worse.
Did you break it?
Kind of broke the gate.
We sneak in the back door.
They should have a sign up then.
Michael says they're in the
Don't use
basement.
gate.
Michael opens the door to the basement. I walk down. Corey's following me. Michael's with us. We get down there. Steven turns. He looks. And he's just like,
Holy shit.
how the fuck did you guys find us? and then they're like, damn it, Michael, once they see him. They're like, damn it, Michael, no!
So after about 5 seconds, Michael takes off again, starts running towards his house.
Because apparently his mom was really bad.
Yeah, he needed to get home because Steven was like gonna spend the night or whatever, but Michael wasn't. And it was already like, 8:30 or so. It was starting to get a little dark.
The kid had to take his medication.
So then Zane's dad comes home right after I get there. He seems like a nice guy. He's a firefighter. He comes down and he's like, "Oh, hey guys, what's up?" I meet him. He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
Good guy?
I asked Zane why he always wears high socks. His dad says because he never washes his short socks. And that's really the end of that story.
That was
So
important to the
we're there
listeners.
with me, Corbin, Max, Steven, Zane. Ron Penny was there.
No.
Ron Penny was there?
You gotta
And
say it
Clay.
right. Penny, I run the quarter, but I want to be a nickel.
That's not funny.
And
That's what Stoik
I
says.
know, but
it
it's
was
not
funny when he
funny.
said it, but not when you said it.
And there's that one kid
And then
that I
there's
don't
some
know.
guy named Clay, not Clay Turner,
I don't
some
know if
other
he
guy.
was really named Clay or if that was like a
No, I think he was.
pseudonym.
Anyway, so
Okay,
we talk for like, a good 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes.
And then we're like,
I lose a ping pong ball. It's okay, I found it.
and then we're like, we're gonna go play basketball at Ben Mazur's house. So we start walking out.
I don't
and
know
then-
who that is.
And then I'm like, stop, guys. And I'm like, Steven, go away. So Steven goes upstairs, surprisingly, despite the fact that it was obvious we were going to plot against them. And what do?
We plot against him.
I say, guys, here's the deal.
But it was obvious.
Zane, go get some duct tape. He has some duct tape. And I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go outside. We are going to open the hatch to the vehicle.
You got the duct
No,
tape?
I thought.
And when I give the
that's a good idea,
signal,
Cory.
which there really was no signal other than kind of just
You should've got
me
some
starting the
gasoline.
car.
yeah, Cory started the car. Cory gets immediately in the driver's seat. All of a sudden, Steven breaks out a Rockstar, right? And one of the kids, I
Energy
think,
drink?
Clay.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Clay. Clay decided it was time to do it. So what does he do? He runs up to Steven, smacks the full Rockstar out of his hand, grabs the kid, and just throws him in the back. We close the hatch. I go through the side door.
In the trunk?
Steven's trying
Are you guys in the Jeep at this point?
No, we're in the
Oh, yeah, that's
Explorer.
right. You're in the Explorer. Okay.
Steven's trying to escape, so we hold him in. Okay, we start driving down
Escape.
the road. Then these guys start running up next to us, say they want to ride to Ben's house.
Yeah, it's
So,
Zane, Clay, and
They
Ron
hop in
Penny.
there. Steven starts kicking everywhere.
Yeah, he kicks me in the head, the driver.
He kicks the. So we get
And
to
he's in the
Ben's
trunk?
house.
Or is he in the back seat?
Where he's in the back seat at that point.
Oh.
We
okay.
we get to Ben's house. The people get out, and I was having.
This is
He
when
was
I
having a mental
realized.
health moment.
This
He
is
couldn't
when I
tell.
realized I lost the key fob on my keychain.
Yeah, this was when we realized we lost a key fob, which is probably at the Ritz. We're gonna go look for it.
We're gonna go tomorrow morning.
Sure.
Run
But
around.
anyway, I'm just like, I was in the back seat just like hugging Steven because the guy's just crazy. He wanted to get out because we totally abducted him.
We
so-
kind of let
so-
Steven
so
out, but he still struggles to get out.
He struggled.
We
but
kind of let him
we
out.
kind of let him go. And at this point, we're like, you kids are a bunch of faggots. You can go play basketball at Ben's house. And
We hop
Cory's-
in the car, me and
Cory's
Max.
just really upset. And then, we started
How are they gonna
feeling
play
bad.
basketball with 4 people?
We
They
started
have like,
feeling bad.
like a bunch of people showed up.
A bunch
I
of
don't
people
even
showed
know.
up?
Yeah.
We didn't feel bad about calling them queers. We felt bad about.
You said faggot earlier.
What did we feel bad? I didn't feel bad at all. Oh yeah, we felt bad about Michael because we drove him 2 miles back to Zane's house, and then he starts running again. So instead of like a 5 or 6 mile run, it turned into like an 8 mile run.
So we're trying to find this kid.
No, so I get in the car, I blast off out of there. It was actually at quite a fast acceleration. We get out.
Yeah, but then
Acceleration.
you make the wrong turn. We're
Yeah,
just going
we
around
just
in
circled around the
circles.
neighborhood. But then we're like, let's find Michael and let's just take him to his house. Because his mom's already kind of mad. He probably won't get home for like another hour and it'll be dark. So we spend the next half hour circling Glengarry, Oakley Park, Hawks Field, everywhere, Benstein, everywhere that Michael could possibly take to get back to his house.
And we give up.
We couldn't find the kid. We realized there's like 40, 45 minutes. He's got to be at his house already, or at least pretty close. We just give up at that point.
And that was really the climax of the story, is abducting Steven.
Although it's still good at the end.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, let's go pick up Kevin now. Kevin's been home for a couple
we
minutes.
like to call whore face.
We
pancake.
don't call him that.
No one calls me that. I gave you a call earlier, and then Max picked up.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Hey Kevin," I'm just like, "Hey Max," and he's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good. I'm checking up on you. How are you doing?"
No. No, earlier I called him and I was like, well, the first time we called him, we just talked in like British accents, and Kevin's
You guys
like,
have terrible accents.
Kevin's like, I
Those are
can't
Uper
understand what
accents.
you're saying.
Actually, I was just
That's how you know it's
pretending to
authentic
be
when you can't
Diane Reeves.
understand. And we were Diane Reeves.
I was Max was.
I was Joan Rivers.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway,
He
the
wasn't-
second
he-
time
I didn't get Joan Rivers.
The
out of what
second
he
time
said.
we call him, I'm like, "Hey Kevin, how you doing?" He's like, "Good, thanks for checking up on me." And I just start cracking up because this kid is just hilarious.
To check it
Like,
It
out.
wasn't very funny, but he
Like-
just kept laughing.
Like,
I tried talking to
Oh,
him for a while, and he just wouldn't stop laughing.
so I just hung up. And then
We decided
no,
to go
you're not.
pick
You're
up
like,
Kevin at
oh,
this
you
point.
did just hang up.
later we called him and we're like, "Okay, here's the deal,
It's
Kevin.
like 5 minutes later.
Here's the deal, Kevin. We're gonna stroll by your house, but we're not gonna stop. We're open the door, but
No, first you're like, okay, 20 to 25 minutes, Kevin. Guesstimation, just don't worry about it. But yeah,
I call
major
you.
amount of time
I
left.
call you and I'm like, we're 2 minutes away. Scratch that. A minute and a half. Don't scratch that.
No, you're like minute and a half. We're gonna drive by. Doors open. We're not gonna stop. You better jump in.
And then I'm like, you know
No,
what?
30 seconds. 30, get outside now, Kevin. 30 seconds.
And
Then you just hang up on me.
And then Cory stops at both the yield signs. The one in our
Completely-
direction, the one
on
going-
purpose. I know where it yields at.
And so we drive by Kevin's house. We open the door. Kevin starts running. He's like, "This isn't cool enough, guys. You should drive faster." We're like, "Are you an idiot, Kevin?" So we start
I was just
driving
like,
fast.
I
I
was
jump
just
into cars all
crawling.
the time.
And Kevin is just like in a full-out sprint now. He's like, "I'm gonna do this. I'm
We're
gonna do
going
this, I'm
like
gonna do this."
at least 10, 12 miles per hour.
And I'm
We're
thinking
going
Kevin
pretty
is
fast.
just gonna get hurt, but he hops in, and then
It was beautiful.
we drive by this.
It's like an action movie shot.
We
We should
drive
get a camera
by
for
these
that.
girls playing a game, and
That was way earlier.
Kevin's like, I wanna play the game with these girls.
That
That
never
didn't
happened.
happen. That did not happen.
When was that then?
There was
That was
I was
way
not there
before
for that
when
part.
we were waiting in the driveway.
Okay.
And that was me saying that.
Why did you guys sit in my driveway
And
for
then-
half an hour?
And at this point, once we
You
picked
guys
up,
should have gotten out in the backyard or
once we
something.
picked up Cory, I put my hand over his eyes so he couldn't see.
To let my dog
and
out?
When we picked up Kevin.
It became very dangerous because he couldn't see when he was driving.
That happened
Okay.
before.
Now we're going to Dunafag's house. I mean, Chenarian's house.
Because did we even? Yeah, we mentioned how Dunajan helped us earlier. So we told him we would call. We told him got Michael, and he was in the vehicle. We told him we'd call back and check on him. So we called back. We told him a little bit of the story. Said, "Hey, we're gonna be at your house in about 5 minutes." And he said,
He didn't
"Well,
talk like that
don't
on
go
the
to
phone.
my house. Go to Jacob Chenarian's house." Oddly enough, they're cousins and they live right next door.
they're
to each other.
they're next door neighbors.
It's weird.
It's pretty gay.
It's kind of weird.
Anyway, we drive there and we park a
It's
little
not
bit
weird.
away
It's just a
We
strangeness
park
happening.
a little bit down the street.
because we want to be incognito.
No,
Not how you
that's
use
like
it.
masked.
That's not.
That's like if you have like a mustache on, but you're still in public.
Okay.
We just want to keep it on the DL.
We just want to be ninjas. So we go up there and knock loudly on the front door.
Obviously.
Even though the front
No,
door
first Max
front
didn't
door-
want to knock, and then Cory knocked loudly on the front door.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
the front door was open, and instead of making the choice to just walk in, we knocked and waited.
Cory
like
knocked.
responsible people.
About 2 or 3 minutes.
They come around there, and
They locked the door.
They
then
locked
we-
the door.
We run to the side door.
We
Locked.
got into the garage, but then the garage to the house was locked.
Yeah.
So we run around the back.
We thought we had it at that point. We were close.
We run around the back,
and that door was locked as well. Although
Then-
there's large windows, and they could completely see
And
it.
at that point, we solicited ourselves for sex.
We sold our way into the country.
basically.
Anyway,
I
Jacob
mean, we
says.
bought our way into the
Jacob says, "Give me $5 and I'll let you in." So I pull out a
And
five.
then Dunnigan said, "I will lick your butthole."
He didn't say that.
I
He
pull,
said that later.
I pulled out a Taco Bell empty gift card.
I pull out a 5.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No, you pulled out a 1.
I pull out a 5. No, I pulled out a
You
5.
pulled out a 5?
It was a
I,
5
I
at first.
posted
Okay.
it on the window, and then as he opened the door, I switched the 1 and the 5, gave him the $1 bill, and he put it in his pocket. And then he proceeds to walk in and grab an airsoft gun, which was loaded at the time, and then I grab him. And we struggle. We struggle.
Luckily, guess who comes to the rescue? This guy.
You didn't save anybody.
Kevin
I got
came to
the
the
gun,
rescue.
Kevin.
Get him in a headlock.
Kevin, you were just standing there.
I had my arms. I was holding him
like,
back.
This was
I
like
was holding
after
him
the
back.
fact. Anyway,
This
oh,
entire time, I'm eating the leftover pizza in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
why were you
You
eating
had-
the pizza the whole
you-
time?
ate leftover pizza without me?
Oh my! There's
I-
2 pizzas there.
I brought in a pizza. I was like, guys, I got pizza.
What?
Yeah.
I was hungry.
There was pizza.
Anyway, we
Are you
get the
still
$1 back, and
Thanks to Kevin.
we're like, "Hey guys, you want to come on a fun adventure at Cory's house?"
So they all hop into the back of my car. There's me.
They're in the trunk.
There's me driving, Kevin in the front, Max in the middle seats, and then 3 people in the back without seats, just on the flatbed thing. And I turn around. I'm only driving about a quarter mile to my house,
But he's driving fast.
and I'm
he was
doing
accelerating
fast accelerations, fast brakes, and quite a lot of swerving.
That's a good swerve.
Yeah,
Corey.
I
Good
could hear
swerves.
I could hear their heads
Andrew
hitting the
Shenarian-
sides.
Andrew Shenarian was now we had Jeff Dunnigan.
Jeff
Jacob
was swearing
Shenarian,
a lot at that
and
point.
Andrew
Yep,
Shenarian.
yep.
A lot of cursing.
And Andrew Shenarian thought it was a roller coaster.
Yeah,
He did.
that's for sure.
He
He's
was
like,
mentally convinced.
I think this is a roller coaster right now.
I think it was a
I'm pretty-
Vietnam
I'm pretty sure.
flashback.
So we get to the house.
We walk in. I whip out the promise that we gave him, fireworks.
Bottle rockets. To be precise.
Mostly bottle rockets. I think we only use bottle rockets.
Yeah, we only use bottle rockets.
We
hid
walk
the firecrackers,
outside. We
remember?
have a bottle, so it's all good. We fire a couple off, and it's getting a little bit more intense. We're doing like horizontal ones and like 3 at a time and stuff.
Then we go
And-
and get the little ones.
Yeah, and we get the little ones out, and then Jacob and Andrew, something just snapped in them. They just grab handfuls and
They start firing them at each other and
they're-
other people.
They're shooting them everywhere.
And
then
other people
then
out
done
of their
again.
hands, not out of bottles.
Yeah,
Out of their
out of their
hands.
hands.
Pretty violent. At one point, me and Max ran around the house,
And then once we got around the house, they fired
Dunnigan
one
joined
at
them
us.
and then we
too.
ran the other way, and then we ran back.
to the safety zone.
Yeah, we created a safety zone, which was around the table.
While we were at the safety zone, I said, "You know what? Even though I'm in the safety zone, I want to fire one at Andrew Shenarian."
So Max held the bottle rocket. I lit up
And-
the lighter.
Somehow, an accident happened, and flares ended up in my eyes.
Yes, we rushed to the bathroom at that point. Me and
Smart.
Max and I.
Luckily, I can still see perfectly fine. It
Thank-
was not a
thank God.
problem.
Thinks it's fine.
He's gonna wake up.
Chloe! 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 Bowie to Chloe.
Okay.
Ground control.
So-
yeah, at
Major
this time,
Tom.
Chloe is over hanging out with Dana. They're having some kind of a sleepover or something. I don't know
I
what
think
that's
they're gonna
supposed to
bake a
mean.
cake later.
Yeah, they were painting their nails. Anyway,
So
it just got intense. People.
it
are
was
get-
getting really
Major-
intense.
I shot.
Major Bauer and Dana and Chloe were there, and they were in panic.
Remember, I shot
They were in
one.
panic.
I shot one. It bounced off Jacob and then landed on Dunny.
Oh, that was a good one.
Before any of that happened.
fire! Oh my God, how did we miss that?
So okay, I get all the logs I had out from earlier in the wheelbarrow next to the fire pit. I stack them all
stacking
up.
them. Corey stacks them.
I put a good like 8 to 10 logs on there. I want a pretty good sized fire.
It was pretty good size.
And I go get the jug of gasoline. This is maybe a gallon and a half or so. And I'm like, just put a little on there. Let's get this thing going. I don't want to wait all day.
But Cory leaves the Cory leaves the area to
I
get
leave
the
the
lighter.
area. No, I'm getting matches.
Yes.
Jacob
throw
is
in.
the pyrotechnic.
Yep,
and
Jacob
Somehow
Shanarian.
he decided to take charge and put the gasoline on.
And no one told me, but he put a lot on.
He drowned it.
I mean, obviously not like gallons, but like more than necessary, no doubt
we're
about
all
it.
standing at least 10 feet away from the fire.
Cory comes back. He doesn't know how much we put on.
I thought I could see a little bit, but I thought it was just a
He also
spray.
Dana was complaining about how much was on there, and Cory's like, I wasn't even here. It wasn't my problem.
And I got these really terrible paper matches.
Yeah. They were
that
bad.
I would try to light it and it would just break in half. So then Jacob tries to light them. He messes up a few times, but then he gets one going, lights it, throws it in.
Oh my god, it was
Explosion.
huge, and then
Explosion up, explosion down on the ground
There was
over the
downward
There
grass.
was a
toward the lake.
All of a sudden, there was a horizontal fireball launched.
Maybe
at
8 feet long.
It was on the
launched at
grass, too.
Andrew
It was on the
Shanarian.
grass.
In the line of fire
It was
Andrew Shanarian.
Maybe an inch off the ground.
It basically hit
Pure-
Andrew's feet.
Pure panic in his eyes. And he shrieks and,
And he
jumps
jumps up.
to the right.
Jumps to the right, and luckily
He planned
the
that
hedges-
perfectly.
The hedges are a little bit burnt.
Just,
a little bit burnt. I'll
oh
be
yeah,
honest,
you
but,
could smell it.
but there was not that much burnt flesh.
I was surprised.
No, he was amazingly safe.
But
all the
he-
grass that it was pretty much on.
But it was so
none
sudden.
of that caught. Luckily.
It's so crazy.
or else half of my
His
yard
life
would be
flashed before his eyes.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
Okay, so this was before the fireworks. We
Yeah,
go
that was
back-
all before the
Then
fireworks.
the bottle rocket
There's
war.
a nice fire going on at this point.
Bottle-
It was cool.
Fire's still going.
Yeah,
basically.
fire's still going.
Bottle
Very nice
rocket
fire.
wars.
Bottle rocket wars. At that point,
We have all the bottle
me and
rocket
Cory
fun.
decide. No.
No, my mom calls me.
We go.
from
Me and Cory
up
go
in her
inside.
bedroom
Me and
to
Cory
my
are
cell
inside,
phone.
away from the bottle rocket war. Cory gets a call from his mother.
No, I was actually outside when I got it.
You were outside.
During this
No, I
time,
was
Max
inside.
is kayaking on the lake.
Yeah, Max hops in a kayak and just sits there while all the freshmen are just shooting rockets at him, trying to hit him.
Me and Max were supposed to go kayaking
It was
together.
kind of fun.
Then when I realized I would be a target for bottle rockets, I withdrew.
Chickened out.
Yeah.
you were pretty much maybe about
I'll
it.
So
accept
my
it.
mom
I'll
calls me.
accept it.
She's like, "Okay, that's enough fireworks. That was a good like half hour straight of fireworks. I want the police coming over and stuff."
They used a shitload of bottle rockets.
Yeah, we like maybe a third of my supply is already gone, and so then I'm like, "Okay, guys, we need to stop it now." They shoot off like 50 more. I gave them a couple handfuls and a lighter thing.
And we send
And
them
we
home.
try to start pushing them home. And I'm just gonna make them run home because there's like 10:30.
And Kevin gets
And
involved.
there's a third of a mile from my house.
Start pushing them.
Kevin just yells. That's all he does.
And
No, I start pushing. The one Shanarian, Jacob. He loses his flip flop. He wants to come back to get his flip flop.
Before that, Dunnigan lights up one right in my driveway.
Oh
it
my
drops
god!
right in front of all of us. This seemed like a really, really loud one.
We all jump back.
And
bang.
yeah, and
Pow.
and it was right next to my neighbors
Kaboom.
who were having a
It
party
was
all
loud.
the time.
It was loud.
And we knew they got home because the whole way back they were firing.
We could hear the bottle rockets.
Yeah,
going
we
off.
could see them down the lake slowly firing bottle rockets.
And it's hard to see
Out of their
someone
hands, out of
through
their
the
hands.
trees.
Yeah, they
and
always
houses,
shoot them out
but-
of their hands.
At this point, we
No, back. So I was pushing Jacob Shanarian.
Oh God, Kevin, we don't want to
Lost
hear
his
about
flip
it.
flop.
He
I
lost
push
his
him back.
flip-flop,
This
and
is our
that's it.
story, our
That's it.
adventure.
He wants to come back get it. I take his flip flop. I scream, "Go get your flip flop!" I throw it forward.
And
Then
that's
he
it.
leaves.
And that nothing was not. We're
I thought it was important.
I'm kind of cleaning up, throwing some paper in the fire and just putting some stuff away. Put the
the
fireworks
aftermath
away.
of the war.
Kevin Max aside,
There's dead bodies.
Max
Let-
comes back from kayaking at this point. We tell him what happened.
and we say let's go swimming.
Yes.
So we get all prepped, and then we get out there, and Cory and Kevin are like, I don't like go swimming.
Did we sound like that?
So
No,
I say-
Max didn't want to go either because it's really freaking cold.
So
It was cold.
I said, let's go kayaking, but There's only 2 kayaks.
Someone had to stay
Luckily,
back.
I didn't actually want to go kayaking.
You should have been there.
Me
No.
and Kevin kayaked.
He didn't miss much.
I had to give him some on-the-spot lessons about kayaking.
Before you tell that story, I'm just gonna say I pretty much just took a nap on the lawn when you
And-
guys were gone.
Did you
And
really
guess-
fall asleep on the grass?
And
Yeah.
guess,
On the broken bottle rockets?
Well, actually, it was on the towel, but
Kevin.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that why the towel's on?
Yeah.
Okay.
guess where we kayaked to?
We kayak down the lake.
That'd be
to-
west.
It'd still be down.
Not necessarily. It's not a river. You can't.
Okay, we went downstream though.
It's not downstream, but that
Okay,
it would be down the lake.
current. We followed the current down
No,
the lake.
Actually, there is no.
To
Oh, there was a current. 2
Jacob Shanarian's house.
with guess who was there?
Still done again. However,
The party was over.
and
They were having a small get together.
and
all
Andrew
of their
Shanarian
people
had
went
left.
home.
They were outside.
Oh,
Luckily,
really?
it took us a while to find the house.
So we hop in there.
2 on the way.
We hop in there.
Little embarrassing.
We
Little embarrassing.
we snack some pops, and then we sit
Mountain
down.
Dew.
We sit down on the couch. I had a 7-Up, and
Max got the last 7. I was going for a 7-Up. Empty.
and then
He didn't throw away the box either.
and Jeffrey
One of those
Dunnigan
guys.
is there, and all he wants to talk about is buttholes.
It was really weird.
Men's
he
buttholes,
kept bringing up male
Miss-
buttholes,
Mr.
female
Walsh's butthole,
buttholes,
and
gay porno tests
And
where
I
if
said-
you lost,
I said
you get
Simon.
butt fucked and everyone else would butt
I
fuck
said
you.
Simon
Wouldn't that be
and
a
Stephen
win, though?
Hofer
That's
really rubbing
it was a
off on
win-win
you.
for him. That's why we caught him because he
Yeah.
wanted to do it, and we're like, Jeff, you're just gay. That's a win-win for you. And he's
Okay.
like,
But then if you're not gay, just nothing happens. And
We-
it's still a win.
Exactly.
We tried to convince
no,
him
you
to kayak back.
okay.
with
If
us.
you
Not a
win,
bad
you
test
butt
at
fuck the
all.
loser, and if you lose, you get butt fucked.
Oh, yeah, that was the win-win.
That was it.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're
the
like,
win.
Jeff, you're gay.
Yeah, this
And
is-
then they
we're
wanted
gonna,
to.
I'm just gonna put a parental advisory on this right now.
Oh yeah, it'll
that should
get
be our
on
logo. How you
our.
you know how the first one you had like a space or something, and the second one you had like a tree or something. I don't even know what it was.
What?
What is it?
It's
The
the picture
the
you
picture?
took.
Put parental
Oh, the
advisory
second
on
one.
this
Yeah, the third one should just be a parental advisory.
And then Jeff and Jake go into this conversation about how Jeff always sends them pictures of buttholes, male and female, in the
What?
middle of class.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, in the middle of class, like
What?
Like
Jake,
real
Jake,
buttholes.
Jake would get like pornographic images sent to his phone, and then he'd be like, "Ah!" And then, like in the middle of class, he put his hands over his head, making a giant circle. And then Jeff would just burst into laughter because he knew it represented a male and/or female butthole.
Probably a male. So
Definitely male.
anyway, at this point,
Representing anal sex.
we say let's kayak back, but with the Shanarians, and they're like, no.
At
So-
first they were like, yes. And
And
it got me really
And
excited.
then they were like, but
They probably realized
But
that
our
night,
parents
then
is-
they'd have to
are
kayak
sleeping,
again.
we
They
don't-
have like 8 kayak.
we
Oh,
don't
shit.
want to. Okay, right now a stick is on fire.
It's not a big deal. It's
And-
just a
It's
stick.
gonna
okay.
go out.
Anyway, so we kayak back. Me and Kevin kayak back, and we get here.
They had like 8 kayaks.
We talked
I don't
to
know why they
Cory.
didn't go.
We sit around the fire, and Kevin says, "Let's do KCM." And
Because of the requests from
yeah,
all of our
if
viewers.
you didn't know, we were in a mid-season break,
Yes, we were not canceled. We are an independent show.
and that was not the end of the season. This is the 3rd episode.
It should be like the 6th.
And so you know,
We've only recorded 3.
that's
No, we haven't.
Those were shit.
But we
5
still recorded
they're
them.
5 minutes.
Remember when Max opened the pop? Remember that?
That one was like 2 minutes.
That was so. Then we did another one later that day, and Max wasn't even
you
involved.
should just collage those together and put it.
That
as,
was the
like,
plan. We're gonna use all the old files, and I'm gonna edit the good parts.
That'd
That's
be like the extras at
Just-
the end of the season.
Just keep them. I'll put them on the DVD. Keep the files.
Why,
Okay,
why
well-
would we have a DVD?
we wouldn't because there's
It
no
would be a
pictures.
CD.
We'll put it on the album.
Ugh.
Put it on the album.
Okay.
Okay,
We gotta
well-
come up with cover though. We just use the logo.
I guess
We'll
that's
use-
it.
We'll make a new logo.
That brings us full circle to us sitting
Stock-
around the fire.
Yeah, stock prices. What are stock prices?
No, we're not gonna do that this time. This
no.
is just
Nah,
a
forget
summary
it.
of tonight.
Forget it. Just
It
Try
looks,
a new
it
thing
looks like
today.
the party died down.
let
oh,
us
no,
know
I
about how you felt about the show in the
I
comments.
think the party next
Remember,
door is now
we
on a
love
boat.
Andrew Tomei, our number 1 fan.
and we hate
Brian
Brian Wang.
Brian
We think
Wang.
he's a North Korean porn star, illegal immigrant. Please notify the local government.
Thank you. I think Diane.
Yeah, that would be federal.
I think
guess.
Diane wants to say something.
Nope, she doesn't. She doesn't want to say
Okay,
that.
well, should we cut to the theme song?
What? There's not an ending theme song.
There's an outro.
We could just
go.
Make it up right on the spot. I'll clap.
KCM in the morning. Kevin, Cory, Max, socioeconomics, and that.
Whoa.
I was gonna
We're
rap.
winding down.
We're winding down.
Yeah, it's
KCM. Talk show in the morning. Sunrise and such. Going down. Going down. Kayaking the Shanarians.
Goodbye.